All right, I have on the phone line with me Coach Byron Smith out on the West Coast. Come up a little short this evening against Oregon State. Coach, let me first say thanks for taking time to speak with us on the line and give us a recap on how things unfolded for you guys on tonight.
Well, again, Mike, it was just, we did some things. We thought we did some things well. Obviously, not good enough. The game was kind of, 11, 12, 13 points, kind of back and forth, in the first half. And, I thought we played some solid basketball, but, still not quite, where we're going to be, where we need to be. They're not a very athletic team. They weren't tonight, but I think they're a very well-coached team, and they play with a lot of skill. So, stuff on the road, but it's part of it. We just have to improve and get better. But, made some, probably some bad, bad fouls, kind of, late in the second half, late in the first half, going into halftime. I think some things just kind of didn't go our way, and we got lost momentum. I thought we got the momentum, chipping into the lead and going into halftime. They ended up, as I told you earlier, hitting a big three at the buzzer to finish out the first half. But I don't really think we kind of rebounded from that just in terms of the momentum standpoint.
Well, you're being a little bit modest right now, Coach. You said some bad fouls. Anytime a team gets 49 attempts at the free throw line and you get only 17, I would have to say that's a little despairing right there.
Well, between you and I, Mike, I'd have to agree. But for the sake of staying out of trouble with the NCAA, I'll just let people review the stat sheet and review the box score and just kind of make that determination for themselves. But yeah, it was a little bit disappointing on that end, but you just got to continue to play and stay focused on the things that you can control. That's what we tried to do. But it was a little difficult tonight to overcome some of the things that we had to overcome.
Well, that's kind of what makes these games sweet, when you're able to pull a rabbit out the hat when you go on the road in hostile territory, and there's one of those unwritten rules, and not that you make any excuses, but you're playing against the house, and you're really playing with house money anyway. So that's why you want to go out there and execute, put your guys on the map, if you will, and get a chance to try to steal one out. And when it comes down to it, when it gets close, you just got to expect the unexpected at times.
Absolutely.
Well, we're talking with Coach Byron Smith. The Panthers fall to Oregon State to start off the West Coast trip. Next trip will be to Fresno. And any highlights that you'd like to talk about that you did see some good things from you guys on this evening?
I thought we got some really good minutes from Daquan Cook and L.J. Westbrook. Was kind of homecoming for him. J.D. Wallace, got a little bit of foul trouble, but was really, really effective early, being really active, a really active big man, which, we kind of lacked that, last year on the defensive side. We had it the year before with Walker Boucher. But J.D.'s going to be a nice player for us, and once he continues to get stronger and has some strength, he had, didn't get a chance to do a lot in the second half. It was really hampered by foul trouble. But anyway, he was really active. Got a nice tip dunk. Got some really good rebounds. Had 4 rebounds, 4 points. At halftime. Ended up finishing with that pretty much. But anyway, I thought we got good minutes out of JD. Got some really good minutes out of Daquan, and really quality minutes out of Westbrook and Zach Hamilton. The guy that we thought we might get a little bit more out of tonight. Sue Williams is still a little bit hobbled. With his foot. And Bellinger didn't get a chance really to do a lot. We just didn't feel like, it was, just from watching practice and things like that, it's kind of been, a little bit out of it, so we're hoping to get him, kind of going and get a little bit more out of Williams for these next games. But I thought JD was a guy that, was a pleasant, surprise just in terms of really battling guys and so much, in terms of weight, bigger, 20, 25 pounds heavier than what he was. But he battled his butt off. So we're optimistic that he's going to, continue to do that and continue to improve and get better. So, from that standpoint in the middle, the future looks bright for the Panthers.
Very good. Now, Coach, my final question for this evening, what was the morale like for you guys after experiencing a loss like this and with some obvious discrepancies, even though I'm not going to continue to harp on that, but what was the morale like after tonight's game?
It's good. You know, I think these guys are smart kids, Mike. They understand what's going on. They understand, you know, just the how would I say it? The you know, how college basketball goes, and you know, what's supposed to happen and what's not supposed to happen. So we talk about it all the time. The road is unkind. You know, sometimes they say the iron is unkind, but the road is very unkind. You know, and you're gonna have situations like that, but you got to play through it. You know, we try to really focus on the things that we can control. So obviously, you know, these guys are, you know, prepared really hard. They've had a really good, you know, 2 months of camp, and they were ready to get out and play. So a little disappointed, but I do know, and just from talking to them and just watching them, they know they can improve and get better, and we will each and every game. I can assure you, we will continue to improve. So the morale is good. It's solid. We've got 2 more very tough games out here on this Pacific Northwest and the West Coast. Obviously, going up to Fresno and St. Mary's here next week and finishing up with UTSA. So I think that, you know, the goal is to try to get 1, you know, just to get 1, you know, and once you get 1, there's a chance you can get 2 and 2 to 3. So we can string along a few victories like that. And, you know, because we're fully committed to being a really good basketball team for the entire 32 games, you know, not, you know, like, you know, some people say, well, hey, you know, the mentality of a lot of people, the pundits, is to get ready for a conference play. But that's not our thinking. Our thinking is to play an entire season, improve, and continue to get better, and try to get some wins before we get into conference. So, I like where our morale is, but I think it's going to be even better, Mike, as you probably know this, once we can get some wins.
No doubt about it, and trust me, I have all the confidence, and I'm pretty sure PV Nation has all the confidence that you're the man to get the job done. Coach, we appreciate you taking this time out, man. Give our love and wishes to the young men and let them know that they'll be home for some home cooking real soon. But you got to take care of business on that West Coast. Next order at hand will be Fresno State. Then you got a tough St. Mary team. Both of those teams were victorious tonight in the start of the young basketball season.
Yep, it'll be tough, you know, but we're going to continue to fight and, you know, do everything within our power to, you know, make PV Nation proud of us. And future looks bright. We're optimistic, and we're going to take it 1 game at a time, but we're going to do our best to, you know, to be right in the number.
All right, Coach Byron Smith and the Panthers falling short, but they've just begun, and we'll keep you informed right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. This is Dr. Prince saying thank you all so much. Be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.